Mo, it's I Pick the Topic Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to know, when will people stop hating on LeBron James?
Probably when he's older, has a couple of championships under his belt, and there's a younger guy to take everybody's frustrations out on. Until then, the guy's not going to be able to win. The latest with LeBron James is, with his team leading the NBA Finals 2-1, some, including my former on-air partner Greg Doyle, are hammering LeBron James because he's wilted in the fourth quarter. Never mind the fact that his fourth quarters in the playoffs have been incredible. Never mind the fact that the guy has been outstanding in fourth quarters in this series. And never mind the fact that he's not taking shots he shouldn't, that he's not forcing up stuff against double and triple teams. He's deferring to teammates. He's making great passes. And his team is currently leading the NBA Finals. It doesn't make any sense. LeBron James can't catch a break, and it's simply not fair.
Okay, the BCS just stripped USC of their championship title. Does it really mean anything?
No. If the hottest woman in the world had sex with you and then 6 years later called to tell you it didn't happen, would it mean anything to you? Of course it happened. And of course, if you're a USC fan, you have those memories of that championship team. It's not going to take anything away from what you experience as a fan. You could say the same thing about Memphis in the 2008 NCAA Tournament Championship game. You could say the same thing about UMass in the Final Four. You could say the same thing about the 1999 Ohio State Buckeye basketball team. These things are ceremonial. I guess they're for historians, but ultimately meaningless.
Okay, right now the NFL is making plans for an 18-game season. Do you like it?
Well, on the surface, no, because I like football and I want a 16-game season. I don't want a season that takes place with an asterisk next to it, theoretically, like, say, the 50-game 1999 NBA season after the lockout. But there's part of it that would be pretty exciting. Let's face it, you would have teams just coming together in a somewhat worst-case scenario with a mad dash to the postseason. The games would take on an immediate sense of urgency. Unfortunately for teams like the Bengals, who have to kind of find themselves, get used to new personnel, they're not going to have much of a chance to kind of get caught up to speed and use the learning curve. But there's a part of it that would, be pretty exciting.
The Major League Baseball draft was last night on a random Monday. Your thoughts?
The draft is, for many teams, the lifeblood of the organizations. In fact, I think for all teams, you could say it's the lifeblood of their organization. Here's what I don't understand. Major League Baseball is trying to make a bigger deal out of the draft. They had it live on the MLB network. They're trying to make it more like the football and basketball drafts, even though these are players we've never heard of. I guess I would wonder, if you want the Major League Baseball draft to be a bigger deal, why have it take place on a night that you're playing games? You're competing with yourself. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe we would be more inclined to watch if there weren't actual baseball games to watch during the baseball draft.
Okay, I'm going to give you a chance to gloat. Your boy Mike Leake did it again last night.
You know, I'm not about gloating. Mike Leake did do it again last night. 8 innings, 2 runs. He's now won 5 games and lost 2 this year. 7 of his 9 starts have been quality. Now, all these uber stat nerds are going to tell me that Mike Leake's pitch effects aren't all that good. Don't know what that is. That his whip might not be all that great. Don't know what that is. They'll come up with all these newfangled ways to tell me that Mike Leake isn't very good or not very effective, or they'll cite the fact that he doesn't throw the ball all that hard. Here's what matters more than anything in sports. Do you win or do you lose? 9 times Mike Leake has gotten the ball. 6 times the Reds have won the game. He is putting his team in a position to win, or if they lose, more often than not, the Reds are not losing because of Mike Leake. I think it's pretty clear-cut right now. Not only does Mike Leake deserve a spot in the 5-man rotation, Mike Leake is the Reds' second-best pitcher. And so, yeah, after last night's performance, his 5th win of the season, I'll take a few seconds to gloat. Email me, mo@espn1530.com, or shoot me a tweet at moegger1530.